Hello, welcome to Mind Body TV. I'm so excited to have you here. I'm Dr. Kim DeRamo, and this is part 3 of our summer series, Back to Basics with Mind Body Medicine, where I'm pre-recording for the summer because I'm traveling with my family and our kids, and we're still having these come out at our usual time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, on Wednesday, and I wanted to share this basic tools, which are from my best-selling book, The Mind Body Toolkit, and walk you through how do we activate mind-body healing. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a physician who is assisting people with chronic illness and disease, chronic fatigue, chronic autoimmune disease, or anxiety and depression who aren't finding solutions in conventional medicine to really activate the self-healing from within so that the solutions can show up, so that your body can heal. This is for personal power, for manifestation, for really living your most vibrant life. And so I'm going to be sharing in today, which is session 3 of our summer series, Back to Basics with Mind Body Medicine, how to instantly activate anytime, anywhere, that powerful ignition of self-healing. So welcome. I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. We will be reading the comments. My team will be available for questions. I'll be checking in as well. I'll just probably be doing it from the beach. We are out east for the summer with our family. And today is really one of the most powerful tools I have found, which I've used for many, many years. No one taught it for me. I have the ability to feel my energy system very strongly, and I've felt guided many, many years back to do this particular tool. It wasn't until years and years later when people asked me, how did you heal yourself from an autoimmune disease? How did you manifest this? How did you manifest that? How are you living with that connection to your vitality? That I broke it down into a 3-step system. And this is called the Instant Elevation. It is part of the book, and you can get the book at drkimd.com/book. There's also videos and audios when you buy the book to walk you through this process for yourself, but we're gonna touch on it today and do the tool as well. The first thing you need to understand with the Instant Elevation is that, yes, the body appears to be physical, solid matter, but we are actually electromagnetic. And as a physical body, we've understood, if you didn't see video 1 and video 2, how everything in our body is constantly communicating with everything else. But as an energy body, where the body is understood as quantum, as frequency and vibration, it's even faster than that. So the chemical reactions traveling from the brain down to your pelvis, or traveling from your hand back to your heart, are actually a whole lot slower than the instantaneous electromagnetic shifts and changes. And so this may be the very first thing you feel, is that slight lightness, a sense of maybe effervescent well-being, a sense of relief, because that electromagnetic shift is instant. When you do this Instant Elevation tool, however, it will ignite physical changes. So if you've been told you have a physical disease, you have a genetic illness, you have XYZ diagnosis, it doesn't mean this won't help your body regenerate from that, repair from that, and actually reverse disease. I've seen many, many thousands of instances now where people have reversed diseases that doctors had told them there's no cure for, this will be lifelong, this will continue to progress. It's not actually true when we really connect to resolve what underlies that physical manifestation. And so the first understanding is that your body is electromagnetic. You can allow an instantaneous shift that will then show up with physical changes. So there's 3 steps to this Instant Elevation. And the first step has to do with recalling your power. As I've said in the last 2 weeks about how the body heals itself, how the mind and body are connected, and how we can ignite this from changes within ourselves, we've got to call that power back in order to do so. So last week, we talked about how powerful our words are, our thoughts, that if we start thinking, it's okay, I'm at peace, all is well, it will create a physiologic shift. It will create physiologic, chemical changes. But what about people who are just doing affirmations all day? I'm at peace, I'm well, it's okay. It doesn't actually work. We've got to ignite that to actually feel that shift. That's the electromagnetic change. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to really cultivate your power back so it really works, and it works as powerfully as it's capable of. So in this series, it's A, B, C. It's a 3-step series. I was an ER doctor, and we had, airway, breathing, circulation as the go-to. When someone's has had a traumatic injury, or someone has had their heart is stopping, you're not going to think through, let me think of how I'm going to handle this. You've got to have an instantaneous go-to that sort of is your, it bypasses your thinking. You just go to that tool, ABC, airway, breathing, circulation, and it's a template that really helps guide your decision making. Same thing when you're in this stress response, when you're overwhelmed, when you're in dire straits and you feel completely hopeless. The first step is to bring your power back. Nothing you do, nothing you intend, none of the tools really have any power until you get your personal power back here, right now, in the body. And in fact, though most people spend all their time on the third step, which is conscious choice, the first step is where you want to put most of your energy. And if this is the only part of the tool you use, this will shift the game. This will shift. You will see your life shift. You will see your body shift just from this step alone. Okay, so what does that mean? Call your energy back, huh? The mind is directing what's happening physiologically. So where your attention goes, your energy flows. If your attention is worrying about the future, this conversation I need to have, I think it's gonna go like this, and then she's gonna say that, and then I'm gonna have to do this. But what's actually happening here now, right? That's not what's happening here now. That's what's playing in the record of future. Similarly, the mind can get the body to produce inflammation by living in the past. Oh God, I wish I hadn't done that. I can't believe this happened. Can you believe she said? And we're putting our energy, our focus of attention in the past, not here, not now. So the body won't access all of the power it needs to heal. The other two places where our energy gets dissipated outside of ourselves, outside of the moment, are with other people, right? So gossiping, judgment, did you see what she did? Or just the whole concept of like, I know I need to do this because they'll be mad at me if I don't. And the obligation that your mind thinks you're under, that you have to do this or you have to be that, in the whole universe of that. A lot of people I've seen with severe chronic illness lose a lot of their energy in this sector, where it's all about the other person, or all about what they think, or all about, if I don't do this thing, then they're going to do that. So you want to call your energy back from there. And then the last place, which kind of can be the most evasive, is identity, our concept of self. Well, I can't do that because I don't have this degree. Or, my life's just going to be about everyone else because I'm a mother. Or, I'm so busy because I'm a doctor. Or whatever you think, right? It's all just programming. And when your mind is in the program, your body is not accessing the energy to heal. This is where a ton of energy gets stuck, where you think like, I could never say that. I'm just not that kind of person. Wait a minute, really? So you're gonna live in this identity in a foregone conclusion and not really access the organic moment for what to say, what to do, even how to hold your body. Okay, so the first step of the instant elevation is we gotta wipe all those slates clean and bring your energy back from those spaces. You don't have any power until you call it back into the here, now, what's actually happening. The second step in the instant elevation is we shift our breathing. When you shift your breathing, you shift your physiology. One of the biggest places people's energies get set, why they keep circulating over and over with the same trauma, or keep dealing with the same disease over and over, it's not getting better, or one thing gets handled but another thing comes up, because they're living in the fight or flight physiology. They're living in that hyperstimulation, hyperinflammation, overwhelm, overrun sympathetic nervous system. And what we've seen physiologically is that when we shift out of that into the parasympathetic stage, which is called rest and digest, it's also about creation. We have the ability to access our power to create what we do want, to allow healing, to generate opportunities, to allow amazing ideas. Your body's energized, fulfilled, and really living an abundant life. You can't do that when you're in fight or flight all the time. You've got to shift to the parasympathetic state. So I'm going to teach you a little bit of anatomy. So this muscle here inside your body is called the diaphragm. It kind of looks like this. It domes up. It's like a flat sheet. It's very thin. And when you inhale, it widens and descends. It actually comes down. So this is why we're going to allow belly breath. Your belly's going to pooch out and balloon out with the inhale. It's going to sink back in with the exhale. So you're going to let your lungs fill with air. You're going to let even the lower lung fields begin to open. When we're in fight or flight breathing, we're usually breathing into the upper lung fields. We're using a lot of the extra muscles for respiration instead of just the primary muscle, which is the diaphragm, letting all those other muscles relax. And that's what has us live with chronic pain, chronic headaches, chronic my mind is just so chaotic, anxiety, depression, and all kinds of chronic illness, chronic inflammation, which can lead to heart disease, diabetes, overweight, but it can also lead to autoimmune disease, neurologic disease, digestive disease, where the body can't even tolerate foods anymore. This is a major shift. So with this tool, I recommend setting your alarm 3 times a day. So your alarm goes off, do the ABC tool, do the instant elevation. Okay, so we're going to walk through it in a moment, but I'm just walking you through step 2. And so in step 2, you're going to shift your breath from that sympathetic, heightened alertness to a relaxed belly breath. So it looks like this. Your belly's going to inhale and it's going to pooch out slightly. And when you exhale, your belly comes back in. Fill the belly as you inhale. Let it flatten back in as you exhale. If you relax your shoulders, it will greatly accelerate this. So just bring your shoulders up to your ears and inhale. And then exhale, let them fall down. You can make a noise. You can shake yourself out. Soon as you start to relax this part of your upper body, you'll automatically come more into the belly breathing. Your nervous system courses right through that diaphragm, the vagus nerve that controls all of the gut, that influences every part of your body, goes right through this area. So when there's tension there, it disrupts vagus nerve function. Likewise, the vagus nerve descends through this diaphragm up in your neck. There's a whole thin layer of tissue, and that tension can stimulate the vagus nerve so it can't do its job. So you have irritability of the heart and heart palpitations. You maybe have anxiety. You maybe have I can't think straight, and you're chaotic, right? You gotta relax those shoulders. Your physiology will handle it. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3 is sort of like the cherry on top. Now that you have called back your energy, your attention, your presence into the here now, right? Away from all these other areas. It's not being used to keep the identity going. I've got to be this, otherwise they won't like me. I've got to make sure this happens, right? Past, future, other people, identity. Get it back here now. We'll do this in a minute. Shift your breathing so you really ignite this healing physiology. Now you have the ability to think clearly, to allow the intention to be powerful. If you've ever done affirmations and you're like, it's not working, I'm powerful and healthy, all is well, I have lots of money. But it's like, it just doesn't feel true, right? You haven't gotten your power back. You haven't shifted your physiology. So that conscious choice doesn't really have anywhere to land. It can't resonate in the system that's hyperactive and on a different vibrational frequency. So you call your energy back, you shift your breathing, even just 3 to 5 breaths, and now you can allow the conscious choice, right? So it might be something like, you know what? I'm just gonna let that one go. I don't have to engage in that banter. It doesn't feel right to me. You wouldn't have the choice to let it go if you didn't do A and B first, right? I should just let it go. I should just stop gossiping. I should just get away from that negative person. But then you can't do it, right? You have no personal power. So C is sort of like the cherry on top. But you will find that all of those things you know would be beneficial to you are a lot more accessible when you do A and B first. And you're going to practice whether you use the audio that comes with the Mind Body Toolkit, and there's a video course that comes with it as well. If you buy the book digitally on our website, drkimd.com/book, it will guide you through this tool. Or you're using this on your own, right? Just set your alarm 3 times a day, practice on your own. I definitely recommend buying the book. You can pick up a physical copy on Amazon. You can pick up the digital copy with the e-course on our website. But it is really invaluable that you develop this. It will change your brain. It will change your nervous system. It will allow you access to all of that power so that all this magical physiology can happen, right? The body can let go of that inflammatory response. It can repair and heal virtually any disease known to man. All right, so let's do this together. And I always find, even if I just do one breath, it makes a huge difference. I'm more present, I'm more connected, I'm more at peace. Cue the helicopter flying overhead. Okay, so you're gonna just settle into your body and have a breath. And you can close your eyes if this is available to you. So just let your eyes closed, and I want you to just feel your body. You can tap on your heart with your hand. You could place a hand on your heart just to bring some sensation there. It's just like letting your body know, oh, here I am, here we are, I feel you. So take a few deep breaths and let your attention come back into this space in your heart. You might see out in front of you, the future. Where am I going? Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope this does happen. I've got to stay in control. Anything about the future, known and unknown, you can just erase that chalkboard and pull all of the energy that is you, that was out there creating that wanted or unwanted future, and bring it back here now. The only place creation can happen is right here, right now, within your being. So just erase that chalkboard, blow away the chalk dust, and welcome any of that energy that's yours, right back, right here, right now. You can tap on your heart. Likewise with past. Everywhere you might see the past behind you. Everywhere known and unknown, your energy is still in the past. Oh, I wish that didn't happen. Oh, if only that had happened. Why did I do that? Oh, I've got to make sure that doesn't happen again. Just erase it. It's not real. It's not here now. And I promise you, any values and lessons from that past are here now and will ignite even more powerfully when you bring your presence, your focus here now. So just erase the chalkboard of the past, blow away the chalk dust, and then pull your energy that may have been invested in that right back here, right now, right? This is where you can access it. Take a breath. The next space is in other people. So you might see this over to your right. What they think of me, what they need from me. I have to be this, I can't do that, or else they'll do this. just erase the chalkboard of other people. All of the ideas and judgments I have about them, all of the fears and concerns and projections, let it go. If it's someone who's died, especially, right? I don't want to let them go. You can actually connect with that person right here, right now. If it's someone in your life alive, you can actually connect exponentially more deeply with that person when you're here now in your body. So let all of that go. You will find the real your mother, or the real your husband, or the real fill in the blank if someone is in your life or has been in your life right here, right now. This is the heart. This is where you'll feel them. So just erase the chalkboard, blow away the chalk dust, and pull your energy back here now into the body. Take a deep breath. And sometimes that image of blowing away the chalk dust lets it anchor into your subconscious, right? That's not real. We don't need to be over there anymore. We can bring our energy here. The last place so much of our energy gets taken away, used up, and we're so depleted is with identity. So this sense of the personal self. Well, I'm the kind of person who always likes to do blah, blah, blah. Or, no, I always have to have it this way, right? The personal preference. It's not actually you. It's just ideas. Or, oh, I could never do that because, or, well, I don't have that degree and therefore, so we don't really follow our inspiration. Let that go. Erase the chalkboard of everything about that personal identity, right? And you'll keep any of the lessons, gifts, and strengths of this journey, right? But you're gonna have it here now. So blow away the chalk dust and pull any and all of it that was you right back into your body right here, right now, and take a breath. Making a noise is really powerful. That also rebalances your nervous system. All right, your next part is the breath. So bring the shoulders up and inhale. And tense your face, tense your shoulders, tense your neck. And then exhale, let it go. Sends a powerful signal to your body, to your nervous system that recalibrates every part of your physiology. And you can do this a few times. Now that you've done the tensing the shoulders and letting them relax more fully, you may feel it's more easy to do that belly breathing, where you just let your shoulders relax and you feel the belly balloon out with the inhale. Feel it relax and sink back in with the exhale. 3 to 5 breaths is enough to recalibrate, even just a little bit, but it's enough, your nervous system back to a harmonic state. And believe it or not, this can heal disease. When your body's in that state, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, to a higher degree, you're accessing more energy, more life force, and it can heal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The last part is C. We're gonna keep it really simple. I choose to be fully alive and well. It's okay for me to be fully alive and well. It's okay for me to choose my well-being. You can access this anytime, anywhere. And the more you practice this, the more easy it is to access your full energy. It will show you moment to moment. Oh, wait a minute, I'm just gonna stay quiet instead of saying what I was about to say. Because when we're living in the program, but I can't, I just have to say this. And we end up just creating a mess. We're destroying our relationships, we're destroying our money, right? An impulse buy, or oh, I just don't know if it's the right thing. We're not accessing the intelligence, we're just accessing the programmed brain. And of course, it's destroying our health. So practice the instant elevation tool. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what you felt as we did this. Did you feel anything in your body? If not, try it again. Try it again. The more you practice this, the more sensitive you become to the very subtle shifts in the body. Sometimes we start out, we're really insensate, right? Our attention's outside of us. So we're like, I'm numb. I don't feel what's happening in my body. And you're definitely not going to feel that instant electromagnetic shift if that's the case. It will come. It will come. You will begin to feel the physiologic shifts because you might start to realize, wow, I'm able to eat and digest my food better. I'm sleeping better. Or changes in your relationship, which I have people tell me all the time, like, wow, my husband just got up and started doing the dishes. I didn't say anything, right? But you did get more receptive. And your electromagnetic field extends several feet out beyond your body. Everyone around you can feel it. They are already reacting and responding to it, usually subconsciously. Everything around you is already being impacted by it. So you're gonna shift that. So let me know how this goes. We will be here next week for Mind Body TV, the summer series session 4, Back to Basics, for another powerful mind body tool. But if you practice this one throughout the week, every day this week, I guarantee you, you will be a different person when you come back here next week at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for Mind Body TV next week, because you're letting not only your electromagnetics shift, you're letting your brain change, you're letting your physiology change into a whole new being. Who will I be when I practice this? Set your intentions high. Everything is possible, but it has to come through you. You have to be receptive to that life force that created you. You have to be receptive to letting it be here now and to letting it shift, right? Letting it move throughout your entire being. I'm really excited to hear how this goes for you. Next week, we'll have another really powerful tool to go even further, so it will be helpful to call your energy back, begin practicing this, and see what happens. The book can be found at drkimd.com/book. I do have a whole program to go deeper with the instant elevation, to ignite your electromagnetic system, to become more in mastery of your electromagnetic and your chemical mind-body system. It's called the Instant Elevation Program. It is found at drkimd.com/IEP. And if you'd like a deeper dive with this work, it can ignite massive, powerful changes, not only in your health, but also in your wealth, your well-being, your relationships, and every aspect of your life. Everyone and everything is responding to you. You are a creator. And if you want to be in mastery of that and really call all of your energy back, practice this in much, much deeper ways, the Instant Elevation Program has really easy video tools to guide you through that. You could do just one video and practice that for that day, and you will see massive changes. So if you'd like to go further and have the program, it's at drkimd.com/IEP. I would recommend everyone start with the book, because I've seen people heal entire disease complexes just from the tools in the book. So I love you. I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll see you next week in the pre-record, but I will be in to look at questions and comments and say hello. We'll be here every week from Mind Body TV at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, in the Mind Body community in Facebook, and on my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. I look forward to seeing you again. Keep it going. Keep staying alive.